Hey, boys and girls, lesson 6, level 6. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to jump right into the do this. It says, find the CSS rule set in the style sheet that determines the styles for the H1 tag. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the CSS style sheet. Let's just this one. And we're going to notice at the top, here is the code that specifies the style for the H1 tag, the color and the font size. Now, up in the do this, it says, using the same pattern, write a new CSS rule set that will determine the style for the H3 tag. Okay, so we have to literally write the code now that's going to change the style for the H3 tag. Okay, and then it says add code to set a different color for the H3 tags. Okay, so we're going to basically create a rule set. And this is how you do it. Okay, I'm going to back out a little bit, and I want you to be able to see what happens over here. So what we want to do is, first of all, what's happening in the HTML file is you'll notice that this line right here is the one that's now in the blue box in the preview, is the one that's H3, right? Okay, you can see the connection there, right? So what I'm going to do in the style CSS file is I'm going to put my cursor, my mouse on line 5, and I'm going to hit enter and create a little blank space there. Now I'm actually on line 6. Can you see that? I want you to just be on line 6. And we're going to follow the same structure as the H1 code above. This, we have to redo that basically for H3. So let's do it starting on line 6. Do what I do. H3 space, and then a curly bracket, which is the button right next to the P on the keyboard with the shift. Okay, so shift, curly bracket, hit enter again. Now we can add the color and the font size for the H3 text. So color, colon, space. I want it to be something cool like dark green. You can see I've got a bunch of choices right there. I'm going to pick dark green. And every line in JavaScript needs to have a semicolon at the end of the line. So don't forget your semicolon. Now you can see automatically my changes have been applied. That text, all the H3 text, which are these two headings right here I'm highlighting, have already changed to dark green. Pretty cool, right? Okay, now I have to come back up here, hit enter, and I'm going to change the font size, font dash size, colon, space. Now the main title is 24, so I want it to be something smaller than that, like 18 px, and px just stands for pixels. So I'm going to leave it at 18. As a matter of fact, I'm going to come up to the title. I'm going to change that to 30, just to make it a little bit bigger, just because I can. Okay, and I'm going to change it from red, because I don't like red. I think that looks odd. I'm going to change it to, I really like the lime green. And you can see now, my changes have already been applied, right? Okay, I think that looks cool. So don't forget, on line 8, we need a, right there, we need a semicolon. And we also, now look, we have pink code. Do you see that? That is pink, which means we have an error above that. And what the error is, we didn't close. See how these brackets right here open and close right here for the H1 tag? We have opening and a closing bracket. We need a closing bracket for our H3 tag. So put the mouse right there, hit enter, hit backspace, and then do a closing curly bracket. Now our pink code went away, no longer there. That P is just fine. And all our changes have already taken place. I have lime green, large title, and I have a dark green, smaller subtitle. And we created that with our code right here. That's the code that you want to enter. You can pause the video here and just catch up with me. You can change the color and the size to whatever you want. Play around with it. Have fun. And I'll see you in the next level. See you guys.